It's no secret that NBA players get paid a lot of money. However, the highest paid NBA players get paid crazy amounts of money. In fact, the top 10 highest paid NBA players are all earning at least $32 million this year. But this doesn't mean that these guys don't deserve to be paid this much money. Some of them are generating a disproportionate amount of money for their teams and the league, so they could actually be underpaid. Without further ado, let's take a look at the highest paid NBA players in 2020. After a successful first season with the Philadelphia 76ers, Tobias Harris was offered a 5-year, $180 million contract extension. At the time, this contract was just below the max that Philly could offer him, but not by much. There was a lot of uncertainty surrounding Jimmy Butler's free agency at the time, and the Sixers made it a top priority to lock in a complimentary piece to play alongside Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons. Some fans think the Sixers overpaid for Harris's services, as he's set to earn over $32 million this season. However, Harris has shown a good work ethic throughout his NBA career and has consistently improved every year since entering the league. Back in July 2017, Blake Griffin was offered a 5-year, $171 million contract with the LA Clippers. At the time, Griffin was averaging 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists, so the deal looked reasonable from the Clippers' perspective. Griffin was traded to the Detroit Pistons in 2018 for Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, Boban Marjanovic, and 2 draft picks. Since arriving in Detroit, sentiment in the league has changed, and some believe that Griffin's contract to be one of the worst in the league. I don't think this criticism is fair though, because Griffin has definitely been evolving as a player in Detroit and becoming more of a stretch 4. He's also still one of the most athletic players in the league, but I'm not sure he's a top 10 player like his contract would suggest. Fresh off an NBA championship in 2019, the Toronto Raptors signed Kyle Lowry to a 1-year, $31 million contract extension. This deal was considered a legacy contract that will allow Lowry to finish out his career in Toronto. For the NBA season hiatus, Lowry was averaging almost 20 points, 5 rebounds, and 8 assists. Despite Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green leaving in the offseason, Toronto was sitting in second place in the Eastern Conference with a 46-18 record. Lowry is a big part of Toronto's success this season and is worth every penny of his contract extension. Lowry is set to earn almost $35 million this season. It's quite surprising seeing LeBron James in 7th place on this list. Before the NBA hiatus, LeBron was having another MVP caliber season, averaging almost 26 points and an NBA best 10.6 assists. The Lakers were also sitting in first place in the Western Conference with a 46-14 record. LeBron is set to earn over $37 million this season from the Lakers. However, given his production and the amount of revenue he generates for the league, he is still considerably underpaid with his current salary. Despite this, LeBron is still set to be the highest earning NBA player this year, as he's expected to earn around $55 million from his endorsements. Moving to LA was clearly a good business move for him. James Harden is also a bit lower on this list than you would think. Before the NBA hiatus, Harden was having another monster season, averaging 34 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. Harden signed his contract extension with the Rockets back in 2017 and will keep him with the team until 2023. Harden is set to earn over $38 million this season from the Rockets, and you could probably make the argument that, like LeBron James, Harden is also underpaid given his production and value to the league. When healthy, KD is one of the best players in the NBA. Durant suffered a ruptured Achilles in Game 5 of last year's NBA Finals and is set to miss the remainder of this season whilst he recovers from surgery. Durant was traded to the Brooklyn Nets in the offseason after signing a 4-year, $164 million contract with the Warriors. Despite not playing a single game this season, KD is set to earn over $38 million in 2020. Hopefully KD can come back strong from his injury and we can watch the KD and Kyrie Irving duo next season in Brooklyn. Back in 2017, John Wall signed a 4-year, $170 million contract extension with the Washington Wizards. At the time, Wall was one of the best point guards in the league, and and the Wizards wanted to keep him under contract during his prime years. Since signing the contract extension, Wall has missed 155 games over the past 3 seasons through injuries. Despite this, Wall is still set to earn over $38 million this season. There is no doubt that when healthy, John Wall is worth every penny of his contract, but his health has been a real concern over the past few years. Hopefully he can come back strong from his Achilles injury and return to form next season. In 2017, Russell Westbrook signed a 5-year, $205 million contract extension with the Oklahoma City Thunder. At the time, this was the largest guaranteed contract in NBA history, and probably a fair deal for Westbrook given he was fresh off an NBA season where he averaged a triple-double. Last season, Westbrook had another stellar year, averaging a triple-double and leading the Thunder to another Western Conference playoff berth. The Thunder would lose in the first round to the Blazers, and Westbrook would be traded to the Rockets in the offseason for Chris Paul. Westbrook is set to earn over $38 million this season. Before the NBA hiatus, Harden and Westbrook were starting to click, and the Rockets were starting to look like championship contenders. Despite turning 35 years old in May, Chris Paul is the second highest paid player in the league. In 2018, Paul signed a 4-year, $160 million contract with the Rockets, which will earn him over $38 million this season. Some consider Chris Paul's contract one of the worst in the league, given his age and his injury history. However, before the NBA hiatus, Paul was having a solid season for the Oklahoma City Thunder, averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists. Paul is still one of the best point guards in the league. His ability to run the pick and roll is unmatched throughout the league. He's also a good, scrappy defender and a veteran leader on the court. Hopefully the NBA season can return this year and we can see if CP3 still has what it takes to lead a team to the playoffs. Having won 2 NBA championships and 2 NBA MVP awards, Steph Curry is worth every penny of his 5-year, $201 million contract with the Warriors. Curry is one of only 6 players in NBA history to be part of the 50, 40, 90 club and led the NBA in steals last year. Curry has also been one of the most influential players in basketball over the past decade and has gained fans all over the world for his flashy dribbling and incredible shooting. Despite earning over $40 million this season, LeBron James thinks that Curry is still underpaid given the amount of money that he generates for the Warriors and the NBA. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, click the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Please let me know what content you guys would like to see next.